We try to understand another person on the basis of words alone, especially when we're looking at that person through our own glasses. Can you see how lim- limiting our autobiographical responses are to a person who is genuinely trying to get us to understand his autobiography? You will never be able to truly step inside another person to see the world as he sees it until you develop the pure desire, the strength of personal character, and the positive emotional bank account, as well as the emphatic listening skills to do it. The skills, the tip of the iceberg of emphatic listening, involve four development stages. The first and least effective is to mimic content. This is the skill taught in active or reflective listening without the character and relationship base. It is often insulting to people and causes them to close up. It is, however, a first stage skill because it is the least causes you to listen to what's being said. Mimicking content is easy. You just listen to the words that come out of someone's mouth and you repeat them. You hardly even using your brain at all. Buddy, boy, that I've had it. School it's for the birds. You've had it. You think school is for the birds. You have essentially repeated back the content of what was being said. You have evaluated or probed or advised or interpreted. You've at least showed you're paying attention to his words, but to understand you want to do more. The second stage of emphatic listening is to rephrase the content. It's a little more effective, but it's still limited to the verbal communication. Boy, dad, I had it. School, it's for the birds. You don't want to go to school anymore. This time you put this meaning into your own words. Now you're thinking about what he said, mostly with the left side, the reasoning, logical side of the brain. The third stage brings your right brain into operation. You reflect, feeling, boy, dad, I've had it. School is for the birds. You feeling really frustrated. Now you're not paying as much attention to what he's saying as you are to the way he feels about what he's saying. The fourth stage includes both the second and the third. You rephrase the content and reflect the feeling. Boy, that I had it. School, it's for the birds. You're really frustrated about school. Frustration is the feeling, school is the content. You're using both sides of your brain to understand both sides of his communication. Now, what happens when you use four stage emphatic listening skills is really incredible. As you authentically seek to understand, as you rephrase content and reflect feeling, you give him psychological air. You also help him work through his own thoughts and feelings as he grows in his confidence of your sincere desire to really listen and understand. The barrier between what's going on inside him and what's actually being communicated to you disappears. It opens a soul to soul flow. He's not thinking and feeling one thing and communicating another. He begins to trust you with his enormous tender feelings and thoughts. Boy, dad, I've had it. School is for the birds. I want to talk with you to get your attention. You really frustrated about school? That's right, that's how I feel. I sure I am. It's totally impractical. I'm not getting a thing out of it. You feel like school's not doing you any good. Let me think, is that what I mean? Well, yeah, I'm just not learning anything that's going to help me. I mean, look at Joe. He's dropped out of school and he's working on cars. He's making money. Now that's practical. You feel that Joe really has the right idea? Well, I guess he does in a way. He's really making money now, but in a few years I'll bet he'll probably be ticked off at himself. You think Joe is going to feel he made the wrong decision? He got to. Just look at what he's given up. I mean, if you don't have an education, you just can't make it in this world. Education is really important. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you don't have a diploma, if you can't get jobs or go to college, what are you going to do? You just got to get an education. It is important to your future. It is. And you know what? I am really worried. Listen, you won't tell mom, will you? Don't you want your mother to find out? Well, not really. How I guess you can't tell her. She'll probably find out anyway. Look at took this test today, this reading test, and that they said I'm reading on a fourth grade level, fourth grade, and I'm junior high school. What a difference real understanding can make. All the well-meaning advice in the world won't amount to a hill of beans if we're not even addressing the real problem, and we'll never get to the problem if we're so caught up in our own autobiography, our own paradigms, that we don't take off our glasses long enough to see the world from another point of view. I'm going to flunk that. I guess I figure if I'm going to flunk, I might as well quit, but I don't want to quit. You feel torn. You're in the middle of a dilemma. What do you think? I should do that.